Good day, everybody. This is BJ Marshall coming at you with a hand history. This is from a hand I played recently. I actually have no recollection of this hand, except Poker Tracker 4 is telling me that I lost. So let's go through it and see if we can range our opponent, do some hand reading, and see if we can't figure out what they might come to the river with and what they might beat us with. Alright, so what happens here? Folds to us. We got blind versus blind, looks like. Alright. I got 10-9 suited. This is a clear open. Make it 150. And this Wilkie Y-Butch. Wilkie. We'll call him Wilkie. Wilkie calls. Alright. He could call with pretty much anything. Although I would think he would re-raise us with Queens plus, maybe Jacks plus, Ace Queen plus. I'd go suited and off there. I don't think he'd call us with absolute trash. So we can remove a lot of the low. We can remove a lot of unsuited cards and probably suited gappers, though I'm not really sure. So let's not artificially narrow him. We'll just keep it at that. Pretty wide still, pretty wide. Also any ace. So any unsuited or suited ace up through, ace 2 up. Again, except ace queen through king and aces, because he'd raise that. They would raise that. 9-5-6. Great. We got top pair. That's not bad. Although this isn't the best board for our range. There's a lot of stuff that they could connect with. They could have all the sets. They could have 9s, 5s, and 6s. They could have all two pairs. They could, well, not all two pairs. They could have 5-6. I doubt they'd come to the table with 9-5. Although 9-6, it's a suited double gapper, so maybe they would have two combos of that. Possibly. It's unlikely, though. I think it's more likely that they have a lot of overcards, possibly stronger 9s than us, but we'll see. Okay, so that's what we have. We c-bet for a little bit more than half pot. I don't like that sizing. Given the board texture, I would think if we are betting on this, which, by the way, we don't have to be betting on this all the time, but when we are betting, we probably want to slice larger to like the $2 range. He calls, they call. Okay, so that doesn't really help us. What would they call with? I think they'd still call with any strong 9. They could have 9-6, like we mentioned. 5-6. Doubt they have 5-9. So we're not really narrowing their range much at all. I don't think they have sets. I think if they had a set, they might raise us here. Though not necessarily, because the board's not really that wet. I mean, it's not like there's a flush. It's not like there's a flush threatening anywhere. It's a rainbow flop. So unless they're worried about us having like 8-7, they could stay in with the set and kind of mask the strength of their hand. Okay. King. Now the king is definitely better for our range than theirs. So if anything, this board texture leans a little bit more in our favor. Now we have all the strong kings, which you may have c-bet. I mean, we very well may have c-bet ace king, kings, king queen, certainly king 9. And now we have two pair. So I think we can represent a little bit more strength here. And given the turn, I would bet larger here. So given a $6 pot, $6.50, I would look to bet about $4 here. Okay, 4-12. Not a bad sizing. That's fine. They call. So clearly they're not afraid of us having the king. Which makes me lead towards either... I don't see why they would have a king calling up to this spot. I have a sinking suspicion they have two pair. And I'm not sure if it's 5-6 or 9-6. It's not going to be 9-5. I have a really hard time seeing them playing 9-5 just because it's triple gapper and very few people will play that. The king should not have impacted their range much at all. Okay, 7. All right, now an 8 gets there. An 8 has a street, but how many 8s are either we or Wilkie arriving at the spot with? Would we be taking actions on every street with, let's say, 9-8, possibly 9-8, 5-8, 6-8. I don't know. I don't know. Bottom pair with a gut shot. I don't think you're calling two streets of value with bottom pair and a gut shot. So I really don't see that 7 bringing in any straights at all. I'm not afraid of it. Given the $14 pot, I'm probably betting 9 here. Okay, 7. We did a half pot. Maybe we're trying to do some pot control here. They call and 9-7. Wow. So we had them beat until the river. And they called every street of value. They called every single street until the river hit. That's really interesting, because I don't really think 9-7's that strong of a hand to be continuing with, especially when we're showing strength all the way down, and we should have all the stronger 9s in our range. All right, so that's this hand. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you think I played it, what mistakes I made, where we could improve. Let me know what you thought they had. All right, thanks everybody, and we will see you next time.